Hey guys, it's the Scribbler, and welcome back to the game theory Minecraft reactions series type thing. Yeah, it's been a little bit, but I am back to it now, and this is their newest one, so I'm not gonna start, like way behind. I didn't watch the other ones. I might still react to them, but if I don't want to react to them, then I'll just continue on with the reactions in like the future. But yeah, I'm feeling pretty juicy today. It's early. It's like I'm actually recording this in the morning. I don't have my headset on during the intros. I don't know why I always do that. I always forget to take it off. But it always I don't know, it's a different feeling when doing intros with just my freaking headset on.
Me when I see a plane. Me when someone tickles my neck. Me when I stand on my own head. Me when I cosplay as Undertale's lesser dog. Me when I descend into HE double toothpicks. Hey!
What? Man,
hello, Internet.
making fun of me.
Welcome to Game Theory.
I say that
building out the lore of
sometimes.
Minecraft faster than a Swede building a giant meatball in the sky.
When I miss 6 game theory videos.
Then you will be missed. In my last 2 Minecraft theories, I've been taking a closer look at the Illagers, the evil villager mobs who are infamous for needing a bit more vitamin D in their life. Then again, you wouldn't have a nice tan either if you too lived in secret compounds buried deep in the woods. During those last 2 episodes, we looked closely at the many strange rooms hidden inside their woodland mansion homes, ultimately concluding that the Illagers, the magical evokers, and the maniacal Vindicators were all villagers that were exiled for their experiments into the powers of life and death. I'm pretty convinced I'm right about those theories, though I'll admit the actual evidence I presented to support them required a few leaps in logic. Evokers are the only mob to possess totems of undying, which literally revives you at the point of death. Their mounts, the beastly Ravagers, share an uncanny amount of physical similarities with the normal villager. Green eyes, unibrow. It's not just physical similarities either, it's auditory as well. They both share the same honking noises. And from a lore standpoint, Ravagers weren't allowed to be scared of rabbits. Again, possibly connecting them to a villager
Ravager
origin.
killed my freaking dog.
Last but most strangely, the Illagers have rooms full of wool in the exact colors of Minecraft Steve's outfit, implying that they're trying to create or replicate our blocky hero in some way. The connections are certainly there, but admittedly, they're weaker than a wooden axe against a block of obsidian. But I was convinced I was onto something, so true to the spirit of the game, I kept digging, and I struck diamond. I struck emerald. I struck netherite. What is the thing I should be most excited about finding when I'm digging in the ground at this point? Because there are so many rare high-tier blocks at this point, and they all have such different usages, and I'm not quite sure what's the most exciting one to find at this point. I think it's netherite. To me, I think netherite's the most exciting thing because it's super rare, and it's also the newest. Diamond at this point is it's diamond. Anyway, I struck a rare and exciting buried resource that serves as an apt analogy for me finding the missing link in my lore theory. The evokers are indeed playing with the powers of life and death, but not quite in the way that I originally thought. And today's theory is gonna prove
Doesn't every villain play with the powers of life and death?
The Vindicators and the mysteries of the Vex. So don't touch that dial, theorists. After these messages, we'll be right back. New Theoryware is available right now. This is your last chance to pre-order our new spring items like the holographic switch case and our holographic zip-up jacket. They're rainbow-tastic. Wow, it's so...
Insert current youth word for awesome here.
Right you are, Timmy. And don't you forget that Pikachu backpack plush, the waterproof anorak hoodie, my personal favorite, the Game Theory metal embossed wallet. I mean, just look at that copyright-neutral Minecraft-style font right on the wallet and jacket. After June 5th, all these items get Thanos dusted away, so if you want to guarantee getting one of these items, order now. Operators are standing by.
That's me right now watching this. That is freaking woke up.
Back to the show. Ever since I started researching the Illagers, something kept rubbing me the wrong way.
That's totally me, bro.
Unlike all the other villagers and Illagers with their iconic green eyes, Vindicators have blue eyes. And this is apparently an important detail of their design. In a previous texture update for the game, Vindicator eyes were changed to green in order to fit with all the other Illager mobs, but it was changed back to its original blue. In snapshot 18W47B, the color of the Vindicator's eyes turned blue again. So clearly
better
it's
blue.
important to the backstory of the character for some reason. Just like Ravagers not being scared of rabbits was apparently important to the backstory of that monster. So why does a blue eyes Vindicator dragon matter so much? Well, think back
Oh my
to one of
God,
the rare
we're
rooms
confused
that we
by
found
that.
inside the Woodland Mansion in a previous theory.
Dang.
In those rooms, there's a giant recreation of an Illager head with a bright blue block of the magical ingredient lapis hidden in the middle. That in and of itself would be
Well,
weird
you know,
enough, but there's something...
Sorry for pausing, but I actually kind of was interested in these little things in like the mansion. Like I would, everyone else would just be killing, you know, the Illagers, but I'd just be going in those rooms and trying to break all the wool things just to see like what was inside of them. I don't know. It's kind of interesting.
about this strange room that I overlooked before. Sure, it looks to be an Illager head, but it's not. At least, not quite. You see, it has the pale gray skin that the Illagers are known for, but notice the
cool
connected
effect.
eyebrow. Illagers all have a separated set of eyebrows. Only villagers
Oh, they
are
actually
the ones
groom
rocking
themselves?
the unibrow. Now, this is an important detail because I think it's hinting at what's really going on with the Illager experiments. Woodland mansions are filled with prison cells and altars. We've talked about this before. So we know that the evokers are holding people here against their will and doing, as the Minecraft mob bestiary phrased it, unspeakable activities to them. So
Wait,
it's my
what?
theory that evokers are kidnapping
The
villagers
frick?
and yes, turning some of them into ravagers, but I think they're also implanting pieces of
Human
blue
centipede.
lapis into the heads of others. They are turning them into mindless rage monsters, the blue-eyed Vindicators. That's why we're seeing statues of villager heads with gray Illager skin and a cube of lapis in the middle.
And
It's
green
a
eyes?
monument to the villager undergoing the transformation into a Vindicator. And it's a bit more than speculation. Consider this. To vindicate means to clear someone of blame or
The villagers are
suspicion.
definitely
It's
a lot
weird
more
name for
proper.
axe-wielding murder cult members
They're
attacking
just like,
villagers and
"Arr."
kidnapping people to experiment on them
Villagers
in the
are
woods.
just
But
like,
what if
"Arr."
the Vindicator is actually trying to vindicate
was
that they aren't
cringy.
evil in the first place? That they were brainwashed or forced to become evil by the evokers through this lapis injection. Adding to this, let's look at the evoker entry in the Minecraft mob bestiary. Quote, "A world will only have a certain number of evoker resident within it. Their evil is thus contained. No new evokers will ever be able to spawn." End quote. This is also true of the Vindicators. Jumping forward in that same book, quote again, "As an Illager, their numbers in the world are limited. They do not breed or reproduce in any way." End quote. Illagers do not breed. Their numbers are fixed. This is interesting because to me, it seems to indicate that the evokers, knowing that their numbers are indeed fixed and will never increase, are forced to have to create other Illagers, and they're doing so via
So they
magical
kidnap
means. Kidnapping
villagers.
other members of the villager community, and they're transforming them into Vindicators through some sort of magical lapis lazuli process. Other things helping this whole theory out is the fact that the Vindicator mob is stupid. And that's not just me calling it out, it is
Wait, what?
explicitly stated in official lore from the game. Again, from the mob bestiary, quote,
Dumb
"The
hand signs.
Vindicator is stupid enough to forget about its intended victim after a short time. Nothing makes someone lose a few brain cells quite like having a magical stone forcibly injected into the center of their
Well-
head." The book also
I'm sorry, but this video is probably like really like annoying because it's just like really drawn out. But like, I don't know, that would that would explain why they're like mindless monsters that just kill
explicitly
anything.
compares Vindicators to zombies, saying
Just
that
Ray
its
whatever.
body is, quote, only a little tougher than a zombie. So again, we have the
'Cause
idea
can't they
of
just
a
come to your
Vindicator
friggin'
being
house
some sort
and,
of
like, raid you
mindless
as well?
husk, a brainwashed,
I
brain-dead
know that, but a
soldier
PewDiePie one
who's
time.
working for, created by, and built to protect the evokers who originated them. The last thing worth mentioning here is the Vindicator Easter egg that many
Alright, so
Oh,
let's
yeah.
start.
I'll watch it.
Oh, do you want to go first?
You know, I always try to watch that.
Go.
I was just going to start slide 7.
Just
talking about
because,
bundling and saving.
You know, I'm making my own
Jamie, you're cutting out.
like content out of it. Might as well just support them as much as I can. Oh, but I still have to freaking skip it. Thank you,
players
freaking
are
YouTube.
already familiar with. Name tagging a Vindicator as Johnny makes him especially violent against all other mobs except other Illagers. Obviously, this is a reference to the movie The Shining.
Here's Johnny.
Why here, though? Well, Vindicators use an axe, and so did Jack Torrance in the movie, except there's something else here that's worth mentioning. Jack Torrance in The Shining is just a normal guy who's driven into being a crazed, murderous madman by the evil supernatural forces that exist in the hotel around him. He's an innocent guy who is corrupted by spiritual powers to the point of going insane and attacking
Dang,
everyone.
he's really
Easter egg movie
looking
reference
at The
could be just
Shining
fun,
for,
sure,
like,
but it could also be hinting at
lore.
the origins of this mob. Innocent villagers corrupted by the evil magic of the evokers
Oh,
as
it's an
they
Easter
tried
egg
to
right
build their
now.
ranks. And now they're left to vindicate themselves, prove that they're not actually guilty of the crimes they commit. But this is all still obviously speculation, right? I haven't done anything to prove that the evokers can actually wield magic with powers over life and death. For that, I turn your attention to the Vex. The Vex are flying
Oh my
hostile mobs that are
God.
summoned to
Kill
attack
me
by
now.
evokers. They're like little angels
No.
with wings until they start attacking you and you suddenly see that they're definitely no angels. These things are tiny and they are vicious.
I don't know why
Makes them, in
they-
my opinion, one of the most challenging regular hostile mobs in the game to deal with. What makes them even worse to deal with, though, is that not only are they flying, but they can
They
also
go
pass
through
any
blocks.
block, including
Oh my
water
friggin'
and
God,
lava,
it's so
without
annoying.
taking damage. There is no escaping from
I
these
just hate them
things
when they
once
just like
fucking
head
onto you.
out.
But the reason I'm talking about them today is that they're the final proof that I needed to show that the evokers truly have control over death itself. To understand why, we need to begin with Minecraft's newest game, Minecraft Dungeons. This game literally came out earlier this week. Congratulate me for resisting the urge to put Minecraft 2 into the title of this video. Nintendo sent me a free
Yes.
Switch copy of it early. Thanks for that one, guys. I've been playing a lot of it just to see if there's anything that would elaborate
Looks
on
alright.
the lore of this world a bit more. And wouldn't you know it, a key gameplay mechanic of dungeons is exactly what I needed. You see, in this game, which is basically Diet Diablo, dungeon crawling, loot collecting, mowing through waves of enemies, it's all really satisfying. There are no static spells that mage characters learn over time. Instead, you kill mobs and then you collect souls. You then use those souls to fuel abilities from your specialty artifacts, as in souls, spirits of the dead. There are also weapons in the game that boost your soul gathering abilities like the Eternal Knife, the Bow of Lost Souls, and the Soul Fists. You heard
Soul
that right,
gathering?
friends. Souls, spirits of the dead. And that's not me reading into things here. According to a tweet from the Minecraft Dungeons team, a
I play
true
Minecraft for
adventurer
the
puts
lore
their
and
soul
story,
into everything
okay.
they do, and the truest adventurers put other people's souls in it too. For a long time, we've been making jokes and speculating about exactly this sort of thing in Minecraft, right? Soul sand in the nether is from dead people. Har, 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 look at all their screaming faces hidden in the texture, except now it's pretty much
Yeah.
confirmed outright. The souls of dead people are
My
an energy
God.
source in this child-friendly Lego simulator.
makes me-
But here's why
you
it all
make-
matters
Matt
for
Pat
today's
makes me
theory.
question
You see,
every
the
single
Vex
game.
have a couple of
Like, it has
unusual
dark
properties.
intentions.
As I mentioned
They
before,
always
they're able
do.
to travel through all different block types without damage, but they also glow in the dark. If you fight a bunch of Vex in a dark room, you
Oh.
can still see them. However, even though they
That's kinda
themselves have a
juicy.
ghostly glow, they don't actually light up anything else in the environment, almost like they're a spirit, a being made out of souls. Look back at some of that Minecraft Dungeons footage. We see the exact same type of
would
behavior
make
from
sense, though.
souls in that game. Here they are in a dark environment. They themselves are glowing, but they don't cast any light onto the surrounding world, just like the Vex. A being made of souls would also make sense for a creature that's able to pass through any sort of brick type, just like a ghost or a spirit. And here's the kicker, my friend. Listen to the sound that an individual Vex makes. Did you hear that? One Vex
Sounds
is
like a freaking
speaking in
Angry
multiple
Bird.
different overlapping voices at the same time. Let me play those clips one last time.
Or like a witch.
What this tells me is that a single Vex is actually a collection of multiple souls fused together. That's how you get shrieking and laughing and ghostly whooshes throughout their sound effects. In the words of the mob bestiary, quote, "We do not know what a Vex's body is made from since it has not yet been possible to obtain a specimen, but it is quite possible that it is not flesh as we know it," end quote. No, it's not. It's a being composed of spirits.
kinda cool.
Multiple spirits smushed together into a flying demon.
kinda
And the
juicy.
evoker is the one that is calling these creatures forth. The evoker is able to summon the souls of the dead to do its bidding. And if all that wasn't proof enough that the evoker has power over life and death, a common item in Minecraft dungeons is the spirit knife. An item that, in the description, reads as follows: a ceremonial knife empowered using Illager evocation and holding the wrath of spirits. The Illagers are able to harness and weaponize the anger of the dead. And there you have it,
Wow.
my miners and crafters. Definitive proof that in Minecraft, there are such things as spirits. Spirits contained within the soul sand of the nether. Spirits of the dead that
I love
the
when it all
evoker
just like
can
comes
then
together
draw
at the
upon
end. I'm pretty sure I
using
said
his
this in like
attacks
another
in the
reaction.
form of the Vex. The evokers are indeed toying with the powers of life and death. They're having a lot of success with it too. They're able to use souls to attack, they create new creatures using the souls, and who knows, they're potentially infusing other beings, alive or dead, with life, all to attack you. Good luck sleeping tonight knowing that they're out there. The lost souls of Minecraft
You're gonna freaking kidnap us?
hunting for you. But hey, you can actually sleep a bit more soundly tonight without having to fear the undead souls of Minecraft, thanks to our sponsor for today's episode, Simply
Very
Safe.
unpredictable.
As a moderately famous internet person, it's hard
The
for me to
sponsorship
rest easy
right at the end of the
sometimes.
freaking
Home
video.
addresses are shockingly easy to find, and we've had more than our fair share of fans dropping unmarked letters into our mailbox, which is cute and endearing and fun, but also a bit unsettling. And it starts to get really scary when someone who really doesn't like you starts sending
Anonymous.
death threats. So home security is a big deal for me and Steph and Oliver, and I personally
Oh, yeah, I
sleep
forgot I had a
easier
kid.
thanks to Simply Safe. It's a reliable home security
Hope that's
system that
doing
protects you every which way to Sunday. With Simply
good.
Safe, you just order it online or over the phone. It's delivered right to your home, and you set it up in less than an hour. It is
This probably gonna be like
super
a genius
easy.
at
You just
math.
stick these sensors exactly where you need them, and your home is professionally monitored 24/7 for just 50 cents a day. If anything happens, they make sure that the police get called immediately. And best of all, they have exactly the
You know,
levels of
it does
protection
kind of
that
make
you're
sense for the
looking
video, I'll
Entry
give 'em
sensors
that.
for doors and windows,
It's pretty
motion
good
sensors for
sponsorship
late night in your
plug.
house, stuff that you would expect, but even stuff that you wouldn't think about, like water sensors to detect leaks, which you can bet we doubled down on in our house after all the water damage we had to deal with last year. Nothing like losing an entire floor of your home to make you paranoid about stuff like that. So when we learned that Simply Safe had water
kinda like
detectors,
flips.
yeah, we bought a bunch of those. It's just not an issue anymore. We're protected.
I like when the
around
natural
clock
environment
by an
takes over,
award-winning home
kills
security
everything.
system. So sleep easier tonight with a product
kidding,
that I really,
but,
really stand
yeah.
by, and one that I really appreciate.
I like when it's like a
Personal
flash
sanity,
flood, you know,
Simply
it just kind of
Safe.
goes,
Visit
you know, down the
simplysafe.com/MattPat,
streets.
MATPAT, to learn
Pretty
more.
juicy.
Or, you know, links in the top line of the description. That's simplysafe.com/MattPat.
Alright, well,
and
you
remember,
you
it's
know what to
all
do.
just a theory. A game theory. Thanks for watching.
Dang. Okay. That was... What? It says my audio wasn't captured. What the frick? That should have been captured? It probably was. I don't know. But anyway. Yeah, that was good. I liked it. It was a lot less like mind-numbing. I could actually like kind of understand it. You know, because me, myself, you know, I have a soul. You know, it's there. And... and, yeah, it was good. It made a lot of sense, just like everything, you know, like stuff can make sense, but still be right and can still be wrong or right. I don't know. That doesn't make any sense, really. Yeah. I don't know if I even need to say anything else. I don't know. I usually watch back at what I said, and it, you know, was good enough for the video, but yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will try to react to the new ones that come out, maybe some other game theory ones that he uploads, and, you know, some whatever you guys want me to react to as well, like, you know, request some juicy stuff. You know, usually what you guys request is pretty good. Like, I usually like it, unless it's, you know, something I don't like, and, you know, I'll try to tell you. But yeah, anyway, yeah.